Oh, hey, Shane Boyd here from True Paradigm Group, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to use the 4-Hour Workweek for your small business. Have you read the book, The 4-Hour Workweek? If you have, you're going to kind of wonder, how can I use that in my small business? Well, if you want to increase your profits, i.e. make more money, if you want to have more time freedom, and if you want to dominate your local market, i.e. be the big fish in a small pond, then follow the advice in this book. All like 400 and some odd pages, or 360 or 370, whatever it is. I can sum it up for you very quick. In a nutshell, this book is telling you to do what you do best and outsource the rest. That's it, man. Do what you do best and outsource the rest. What does that mean? Let's say, for example, you are any kind of contractor. You're a landscape contractor. You have a landscaping business. Great business to have. Let's say you're doing, 7 figures a year. You're just about to hit maybe the $1 million mark in billings for that year. Okay, now that is what you do best. The whole landscaping aspect of it, running the business portion of it, that's where you're awesome. The actual doing of the business, that's all awesome. The doing the work, that's all awesome. What are you not so good at? A lot of times it has to do with marketing. We all know that as a business owner, marketing is important. We all need marketing. We have to market our business, otherwise you won't have a business. Well, do what you do best and outsource the rest. That's what Tim Ferriss is telling you about in this book. Now, how are you going to apply that to your business? Let's say, for example, if you're about to hit 6 figures or 7 figures in your same company, landscape company, you need some Facebook ads running to continually bring in new leads. The more leads you have, the more closings you have, you're going to have more sales, you're going to have more bottom line with the more leads you have coming in. But let's say you're not really good at Facebook ads. Not many people are. But yet that if you use Facebook ads properly, you're bringing more sales. You have new clients. Well, it would behoove you to hire somebody to do your Facebook ads. But there's more to it than that. Let's say that your direct mail is effective, that direct mail works in your area, and it works in every area, by the way. You need to have some kind of follow-up campaign with the people you're currently working for, but you're not really sure how that works. You know it works, you're not really sure how it works or how to do it. You're really good at your landscape company. Outsource it. Have somebody do the follow-up for you. That's why you hire a marketing agency. That's what I do. For example, let's say you want to be the big fish in a small pond, i.e. you want to be the go-to company in your town for whatever it is, your air conditioner repair. We'll use that for example. And let's say that when somebody Googles, fix my air conditioner Atlanta, you want to be the first one that shows up on Google. Otherwise, if you're on the second page, nobody sees you ever. You want to be right there on the first page organically, so therefore when somebody Googles those terms, fix my air conditioner repair, air conditioning service, whatever it is, and then with your hometown right behind it, you want to be the first person there. So how does that happen? Do you pay for that? Well, there's ads for that, sure. But how does that happen? That's SEO. That's search engine optimization. Even the words might sound boring to you. That's why you outsource that. Hire a marketing agency to look at that for you, to tell you how they can optimize your website to basically guarantee that it gets to the first page of Google. That's what my company does as well. Let's say that you need to do some Facebook, not just advertising, but engagement. You want to have your fan page or your group or whatever it is you have. It could be any business whatsoever. It could be a speaking business. You're a professional speaker and that you need to use Facebook to communicate with the audience and so on. But you don't really enjoy doing the whole writing blog post. You don't really enjoy writing all of the social media posts that have to be there. So therefore you're occupying basically all the internets. Whenever somebody searches for you, they'll find you. You want to be kind of everywhere. There's a strategy for that. That's what my company does. You see, that's who you're going to outsource things to. You want a team behind you basically marketing your entire company. Hire your own marketing agency. That's what I do. You're looking at SEO, That's what I do as well. You want Facebook ads? I run Facebook ads. I have some of the best people in the business on my team running ads and doing SEO and doing all the different strategies and implementing strategies for your business now. I mentioned the word a few times, strategy. That's where it begins. What strategy do you have to advertise your business all year long? That's where I begin with everybody I work with, a strategy. Think of it like this. I don't mean to really, I don't want to be political about any of this whatsoever. And if you served, I'm a veteran as well. And if you served in any of the wartime service and the wars we had, thank you for your service. But let's look at a couple of the wars. Let's look at the Vietnam War, very somewhat comparable to the war in Afghanistan. Both of them were similar in this. They didn't really have a strategy, whether it was an exit strategy or an actual war strategy. They didn't really have a strategy to go in there, do what our military personnel does best, because we are the best in the world in our military. Now, the men and women who were over there fighting didn't have time, didn't know who the enemy was. There was no fighting strategy, there was no exit strategy. And how did that end with both of them? I mean, it's pretty large scale, but think about it, man. How'd that end? With no strategy, it didn't end well for either of the wars. No war is awesome. I'm not trying to glorify any of it. But they didn't have a strategy. Therefore, when it was over, essentially, there was no mission accomplished. You could basically say we got a couple of black eyes in those wars because we didn't really win. Why? There was no strategy to winning. The people who were playing, who were over there in the field, they didn't know what the actual strategy was. They just knew what they were being told to go fight, kill, do whatever. Same thing is with your business. What kind of strategy do you have? Do you have a strategy to bring in more sales, bring in new clients, bring in new leads? You want a strategy for that. Do you have a strategy on how to close more sales? You want a strategy for that. Do you have a strategy to follow up with ones who said, not right now, maybe later? You want a strategy for that. There's email marketing, retargeting, there's different ads, there's blogs, there's SEO. I mean, do you have a strategy? Are you speaking to your client base consistently? If you're not, maybe now is a good time to have a strategy session and actually put a strategy together on how the entire client journey, which would be your prospect, how your entire client journey actually works from the very beginning to prospect to a client that pays, stays, and refers. I mean, there's 7 steps to it. I mean, you have to get them to know you, like you, trust you, try, buy, repeat, refer. There's a system for that. There's a strategy for that. All of this is what a marketing agency does, not just a Facebook ad agency. A Facebook ad agency, they're great, man. That's all they do is Facebook ads. If you need a whole entire holistic approach at your marketing, hire a marketing agency. That's what I do. You want Facebook ads, SEO, blog posts. You need basically to increase your sales, increase your profits, decrease advertising costs. That's what I do. So if I can be of service to you, I want you to first of all hit the like button on this, share this, subscribe, share this to all your friends if you like. If this is helpful, comment below. But first of all, subscribe to my channel. I'm updating this every week, so I'm going to have new ideas on how to make your marketing easy. Marketing shouldn't be hard. Marketing really is easy when you know how to do it. So what can you do as far as a 4-hour work week for your small business? Do what you do best and outsource the rest. If I can be of service, let me know in the comments. I also have a description here if you want to book a strategy session to where you can actually outline the 7 steps to bring in more clients that pay, stay, and refer, so you can increase your profits and increase your time freedom while decreasing your advertising costs. That's what I can help with. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.